Hi, my name is Robert Mack, and today we'll be talking about how's the market? More specifically, is it a good time to sell? Hey, thanks for tuning back in. So the fall 2018 market is here, and a lot of clients, sellers are reaching out saying, Robert, is it a good time to sell? How's the market? So today I want to talk a little bit about that. Most specifically, four aspects of the market. Number one, the mindset. Number two, our current inventory levels. Number three, the current interest rates. And number four, pending sales activity. So let's jump right into it. The mindset. The mindset has been one of the most challenging aspects of the market shift. And when I say market shift, what I'm talking about is for the last 6.5 years, we've had a very aggressive seller's market. In fact, over the last 5 years, home prices have appreciated by 50%, which is very high and very aggressive. And now as we crest the top of the market and peak and kind of transition to a more normalized market, sellers are struggling with the idea of the fact that their home isn't going to sell for $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 more than the last sale. Sellers are getting frustrated because they're not getting multiple offers on their property because for the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years, homes have been selling with multiple offers. Sellers are frustrated that it's taking longer to sell their property. So what is happening is that as a seller, you need to have the appropriate mindset and realistic expectations. When you're thinking about selling your property, you really need to figure out how is the market in your area. You need to consider things like inventory, which is the second thing we want to talk about. Inventory in general has increased. In some areas, 15% more inventory. In some areas, 40% more inventory. So it's always important to work with a local professional who understands the statistics and understands who is your competition going to be. How much demand is actually in the area that you're selling your home in? Do buyers have a lot of choices when it comes to homes, or do they have very few choices, right? Supply and demand, it's a very basic economic principle. The more of something that there is, the less it's worth. So if you live in an area where your home is the only property for sale, you might be able to be a bit more aggressive, especially if your area is a very attractive area. Versus if you live in an area with 5 or 6 or 7 homes in that specific neighborhood, you better price your home accordingly or you're gonna have a very tough time selling your property. Number three, the interest rates. The interest rates matter to sellers just as much as they matter to buyers. A lot of my clients say, Robert, what do the interest rates have to do with me? Well, you can't sell your home unless you sell it to a buyer. And most of the time, a buyer can't buy your home unless they get a loan. And what's associated to that loan is the interest rate. And many times when we're talking to our clients, we tell them, listen, the price is a one-time thing. Whether you get the home for $750 or $760 or $730, that's a one-time deal. What matters every month is your interest rate. So as a seller, you need to understand that as the rates go up, buyers qualify for less. Buyers can afford less. So if your home is priced at $1 million and a buyer 2 months ago could afford $1 million, when the rates go up 0.5%, they can no longer afford $1 million. So the buyer pool for your home as the interest rates go up becomes smaller and smaller and smaller. And finally, the fourth aspect of the market today we're going to be talking about is pending sales. Pending sales means how fast are homes selling? How many homes are selling per month? Pending sales are actually down about 25% on average across the county, which means less homes are selling, and in many cases, homes are taking longer to sell. So that's what's really going on in the market right now as the seller. What you need to understand, the takeaway here is it a good time to sell for you? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. And that's why we always have an initial consultation with our clients to determine what are the reasons why they're selling. What do they want from the sale? What does the transition plan include? What does the big picture look like? You know, we're not just here to list your property and make a quick sale. It's not about that. We're helping people transition from one point in their life to another point in their life. And sometimes that's complicated and requires a detailed plan of attack. And that's what we like to talk about. So the takeaways here are, if you're thinking about selling your property, number one, talk to a realtor in your area that you feel comfortable and confident with that's going to help you get the job done, or even just talk to somebody about understanding what your options are. If you live in the Orange County area and you'd like to talk to myself about selling your property, I'd love the opportunity to share with you my expertise. You can reach out to me. My contact information is on the screen. But before I let you go, selling a home requires two things: price and exposure, right? We've got to make sure that the buyers out there looking in your area are attracted to the price you set. And you got to make sure that the agent you work with is going to expose your home to all the buyers out there that are looking. So again, the market is shifting. It's changing. It's not the same as it was for the last 6 years. So strategy matters, and who you hire truly matters if you really want to get your home sold for the best price. I hope you guys found value in this video today. If you found this on social media, give me a thumbs up, a like, let's engage. If you know somebody who's thinking about selling, send this email to them. Hopefully we can add value to their life. Again, if you have a specific scenario you'd like to talk to me about, or you're interested in selling your property, or just finding out the value of it and learning more about the marketing plan, let me know. And if you have any video ideas you want me to expand on in the future, send those my way as well. Until then, happy selling.